El Salvador has become absolutely famous for its tough on crime policies, locking up almost anyone even remotely associated with gangs or crime, even if all the evidence was just an anonymous tip. And admittedly, crime has absolutely nosedived since, so it was no surprise that a whole bunch of commentators began calling for the US to start implementing similar policies at home. But to burst some bubbles here, just because it worked in El Salvador doesn't mean it'll work in the US. As for one, for the US to reach El Salvador's rate of incarceration, it would mean immediately arresting and housing nearly 2.1 million extra people, and adding them to the already overcrowded prison systems and probably breaking the US court systems. And for two, it's also going to be nowhere near as easy for the US, as whilst in El Salvador the cartels saw these rules come in place, shrugged and simply diverted their transit route slightly north through Honduras, the US doesn't have that option. So even if you put aside the civil liberty problems, and you're willing to trust that your neighbors and co-workers aren't just going to anonymously report you, just because an idea works in one country doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work in another.